Alright guys, in this video I'm going to go over a few coins that are worth a fortune. You do not want to miss these coins. I'm going to be going over key specific areas of coins that you want to look at to make sure you aren't spending or selling your coins for too cheap. These coins sold for a lot of money. Let's jump right into this video. So guys, up first we have a 1932S 25-cent Washington quarter. If you have a 1932 quarter, your quarter is going to be rare. Now, the reason why this coin sold for $34,800 is this. First of all, if you have a quarter like this, flip it over and look on the back bottom center of the coin. If it has that S mint mark there, that means it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. Depending on where your coin was minted will depend on how valuable it is. The biggest thing when it comes to a quarter like this is its condition. If your quarter is really beat up and jagged, it's still going to be worth good money, but not as much as this one. Also, if you notice, there is toning going on. There's a vibrant color around the edges of the coin. People that have a lot of money and collect coins, some of them really like collecting coins that have toning like this. Also, this coin was graded by a third-party authentication company called PCGS. These guys are professionals, they know what they're doing. They've been around for a really long time. If you get your coin graded by one of these companies like NGC or PCGS, and it grades really highly, you dramatically increase the value of your coin. The biggest thing is you don't want to send your coin in to get graded unless it's going to grade really highly. This one graded at a 66, the highest grade you can get is 70. So just to give a quick overview, this coin has a few key features going for it which made it sell for a lot of money. First of all, it's from 1932. 1932 is a really important date for the Washington quarters. Next, it was minted at San Francisco. You can see by the S mint mark there at the back bottom center of the coin. San Francisco is typically a better mint to have your coins minted at. Most of the time, San Francisco doesn't mint as many coins. When a coin run has a small mintage, that typically means the coin's going to be worth more money. The coin has toning on it. You can see the rainbow effect around the coin. Essentially what that is where the coin is stored, the air oxidizes with the metal in the coin and it makes it have a color to it. Lastly, the coin is graded as a PCGS 66. This is a simple way for collectors who are buying online to know that the coin is graded accurately at a high grade. This quarter, this one little quarter that someone might have found in someone's collection, if you were handed down a coin like this in a collection, the last thing you want to do is take it to a pawn shop. I have nothing against pawn shops, but most of the time they're not going to give you the full value of the coin. One, because they're a business. They're trying to make as much money as possible. Two, a lot of the time these guys don't know the values of these coins. But this coin, this one little quarter that someone might have found, sold for $34,800. So if you have a quarter like this, or any coin for that matter, I recommend, you got to do some research. You got to find local coin experts or online that are going to help you find the value, the true value of your coins. Don't just go to the first person you find. I recommend finding at least 3 coin dealers or experts that know what they're looking at. Approach them, and if they all say, hey, your quarter just isn't that rare, it's only worth 25 cents. If all 3 of them say that, then they're probably telling you the truth. But for example, if one guy offers you $100 and the other 2 offer you $2,000 to $3,000, the guy that offered you $100, either one, they didn't have their coin expert in a house that day, or 2, they're really trying to rip you off. But I like to think that most people won't try to rip you off, but there are bad people out there. I offer a really affordable service on my channel that you can cancel at any time. Essentially, you just sign up, hit the silver membership button, and you can send me photos all you want of your coin collection. I spend a lot of time going through these collections and helping you know what your coins are worth. You can cancel at any time, but if you don't want to do that, just do the research yourself. That's fine. Reach out to some coin experts. Make sure you get at least 3 opinions. That way you're not getting scammed or ripped off. But let's go to the next coin here. So this is a 1999p 25-cent Pennsylvania statehood quarter. Now, full transparency, if you have statehood quarters, the majority of them are not going to be worth this much money. This coin here is a bit of an outlier. Coins like this don't really sell for this much that often. So I'll just tell you the truth here. This coin sold for $7,050, which is a crazy amount of money for a single quarter. Now, you have to remember there are multiple things going on when it comes to selling your coin collection or a coin like this, and one of the biggest factors is the market condition. If the market conditions are not right, it may not be the right time to sell your coin. For example, this coin right here sold in 2017. Now, early 2021, right now we're at the end of 2021, but earlier in 2021, the collectible market was at a high, a very strong market. So it may have been a good time to sell your coin. But one of the biggest reasons that this coin sold for so much is because of the grade. This one was graded by NGC, a mint state 69. If you have a Pennsylvania quarter that looks like this, and it's really shiny, really lustrous, it may be worth sending to get graded, because if it grades super high like this, it's going to be worth a good amount of money, at least hundreds of dollars and sometimes thousands. But this one sold for $7,050. So here's another big thing to look out for. So this is a 1951 10-cent Roosevelt dime proof coin graded as a PCGS 68. Now what you want to look out for on coins like this is if it's a proof. You can tell you have a proof coin if the backdrop of the coin has a mirror finish to it. So behind Roosevelt there, you can see that the coin almost has a mirror reflection. If you look at the coin, you will be able to almost see your reflection. That alone will increase the value of the coin significantly on pretty much any coin, but specifically this 1951 Roosevelt dime graded really highly, only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70, and that's why this coin sold for $23,500. Here's a 1942p 5-cent Jefferson nickel. You can see immediately that the coin has a tone to it. This one also is a proof coin graded by PCGS, a 68. Now this one doesn't have as shiny, lustrous appearance as the previous coin did, but this definitely is still a proof coin, and depending on where this person stored the coin made this coin have a colorful appearance to it with this toning going on here. So because this coin graded so highly, it sold in auction for $11,162. Here's a 1969S 1-cent double die obverse coin graded by PCGS, a mint state, 64 red. So the biggest thing on these 1969 pennies is when it has doubling there. As you can see, the motto at the top, Liberty at the left, and the date at the right there, it has pretty apparent doubling happening. This is considered a mint error and something you always want to be looking out for on your coins, especially the 1969 coins. A lot of people come to me and think that if their coin looks like this, you know, if you look at Lincoln there, it has some toning and a little bit of what looks like dirt there, but that's not dirt. Most people would look at this coin and think, oh, this is dirty, it's not really going to be worth that much money, but that's not the truth. This coin sold for $58,800, and a big part of the reason is the doubling there. If this coin did not have doubling, it would be worth significantly less money. Now, on some coins, you're going to have doubling happening in different areas of the coin, but what you really need is some sort of magnification glass. I'm not going to try to sell you some expensive magnifying glass. You can get these on eBay or Amazon for a relatively affordable price. Just make sure that you're not getting scammed and paying like $100 for something like that. Unless you're a really avid collector and you really love doing this, then you can fork up the money. Just make sure you do the research, get yourself a good magnification glass. But the biggest thing is you just need something to see doubling happening, because even the smallest amount of doubling can increase the value of the coin times 100 in some instances. You know, you could turn a $5 penny into a $50,000 penny just like this one, but it all comes down to the doubling there on this coin. And if this coin was graded higher than a mint state 64, it would have brought even more money, but this coin sold for $58,800. All right, here's a 1926S 1-cent wheat cent penny graded by PCGS, a mint state 65 red. Now the red designation means that the grading company PCGS signified this has an overall luster color of red. The colors can either be red, red-brown, or brown depending on the color of the coin, and collectors will collect specific types of colors that these grading companies will designate to these coins. This is a pretty straightforward coin here, but the reason why this one sold for $106,000 is the pure fact that this coin is nearly 100 years old. It is from the San Francisco Mint, as you can see there under the date there with that S mint mark, and this coin graded as a PCGS 65, which is 5 points away from the perfect grade of 70. This coin does not typically grade this highly from this date, so it may be worth sending your coin to get off graded, but keep your eyes peeled for any coins like this because you could be sitting on an absolute fortune. Hit that subscribe button, it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.